Hey guys, Moneyman300 back for some more Project Cars videos, and as you can see, the 1.3 patch is up and available, and when you start your game, if you haven't already today, you should see this. It is a 370 meg update, so I'm gonna get this thing going here. It'll just take a minute. That was like real quick. So ready to start. We're gonna get in. I'm going to fire it up, and then we're going to go test out the things in the patch, mainly with the controller. So we're going to take a look and see if if we're able to use full lock-to-lock on the controller. And then the next thing is if we are able to, if the lock-to-lock steering, you know, where it gets hung up on one side is fixed. And we'll take a look. I'll read through the other things and see if there's anything else that's easy to test. But primarily, I want to see if the controller is better. So anyways, let's hop on over to the track. As soon as it's done installing, we'll pop over to the track. All right, so here we are out on the track. Got the patch installed. Also, want to make sure you go in and reset your settings. So go into your options in your controller. I think it's Y to reset anything you've done before, because you're going to want to start over from scratch because it works a little differently. You could test it the way you had it before, but I recommend we start over from scratch. That's what I did. Took all the defaults. I have made a couple of adjustments. I changed my steering. I bumped up my dead zone just a little bit. Now this may be different for, you know, on a controller by controller basis, and I bumped down my steering sensitivity just a little bit because I thought it was a little twitchy for me. I think it's by preference, which is a good thing. You know, everybody doesn't have to run the same stuff. I also changed my drive ratio on this car. This is the rough GT3 car, and I changed that just a little bit just to kind of calm it down for me. Bottom line is, let's take a look here. If you looked at my last video, let's see. Slow her down. You see the rumble there. That's not in the brakes though. That's in the other area. So what I want to do here is show. We'll turn the controller this way just so you can see the steering. Let me try to center things up on that left side. Take a little bit. So stop the car. Oh, that's not the brake. There's the brake. All right, here we go. So we're gonna show before we got to full lock when I was about right here, right? And now you can see I am not at full lock, and I have more to go. You can see it go the rest of the way there. So you can see we are definitely using, and I can go here. This was about full before, and you can see how much more I still had to go. So definitely more sensitive steering input. Now I have like 25 for my steering dead zone, and if I just barely touch the controller here, it moves. So I don't know. I'll have to test that out a little bit more. I mean, I'm not even sure if you can see my thumb move. So that for me is making it a little bit twitchy, but there's a lot of gradual movements in here that's all pretty good. Really follows my thumb and tracks my thumb really well. So I'll have to play around with it more just to get some of the little bit of the twitchiness out of it, but you can see that that's fixed. The other issue was when we went lock to, when you went one lock like all the way to the right and quickly snap back to the left, it would hang up. So I've tried this several times. I can't get it to do it. So you can see it there. I go here, quickly go back, go here, here. I mean, it doesn't. It just works. So I'm confident that bug is gone as well. So it looks like they have tuned both of those out of there. I have full use of the thumbstick. That should theoretically make things much smoother. You're going to have to play around with it. You're going to have to try to get some of your settings, kind of tune it. Controllers are different. People use their thumbs different. All those different things. So, but what's nice is that now you can go in and do that, and it will have a definite impact since the full range of motion of the thumbstick's working. So I would call both of those things fixed. What I'm going to do now here is, because I'm holding this at a little bit of an awkward position, I'm going to turn the video off real quick and just run a lap or two and kind of give you my thoughts and how it feels here. So I'll take that and get that out of there, kill that video, move stuff out of the way here. I need a GoPro so I can a little better. I don't have my headset on either, so we'll throw that on and let's run a quick lap here. Oh, look at my tires. They're starting to get. I took a couple laps just to warm the tires up earlier. So here we go. You can still see how that kind of twitches a little. I mean, I'm barely moving my thumbstick on that. but I do feel like I have a lot more control over it. And it may be one of those things you take it. It's not like driving Forza, so I wouldn't expect that. It is a little more difficult than that, but I think with but it's working, in my opinion, the way that it should now. And yeah, I may as well have pretty good control over the car with the controller right now. Don't drive off the road. And this is, I picked Laguna Seca because it's got a lot of good mixture of. Driving pretty slow through here still. See, it just twitches a little. Uh-oh, I'm stuck. Ooh. Tell you what, the sand on this is, it's like quicksand if you get into that out there. You do not want to touch the sand on this thing. So I'll have to play around a little bit more. I'd like to feel not have it twitch twice so much, but that's a personal preference thing for me. I probably am not quite as smooth as I should be with the controller. It'll be interesting to watch what other people are able to do. Like Raceboy comes to mind. He is incredibly smooth. Whoa, hey, lock up the brakes there. Felt that in the stick. I don't notice a huge difference in the rumble and the force feedback, but it's not so drastic on that controller. I had to turn it off before because it seemed like it was spinning it at the wall. So, but it seemed like it was so drastic, and it was like always doing crazy stuff that didn't seem to match. That feels better and on there. So we can confirm that the controller issues have been taken care of, and now we can get on to actually tuning our controller to meet the way that we drive and the cars that we drive, match it with the steering ratios on the car. I think it's going to make it a much more enjoyable experience. I can't speak to any of the other issues at this point. I did read about a couple people having problems with their wheel after the patch, and they had to go in and just do a reset of their settings, recalibrate, and reset. So something to be aware of. It sounds like, and I haven't looked at this yet, that the dead zone gets reset to 15. So it may also be as simple as taking your dead zone back to 0, which is what we've done with the TX wheels on here. So just a little something to be aware of there. But otherwise, everything is looking good here, and looks like we can get on to a little bit more racing and hopefully a little bit less tweaking. So I'm going to wrap it up with that. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you guys in the next one. Later.